Hey, what is up, YouTube? Thought I would give you guys an update of what's been going on with the SR-80. Dinos are slowly going away. I did add a Nero 3 and a Nero 5 on this left side. And I actually have a little story to tell you guys. So I fed all my anemones a decent amount of size of shrimp. I just get like store-bought shrimp, right? And then I cut it into smaller pieces. And then I just like hand feed it into the mouths of the anemones so that they could propagate a little bit sooner rather than later. And yeah, there's a clip that I'm going to be including in this video of how they looked during their digestion process of the actual shrimp. As you guys can see, the tank itself is clearing up a little bit. Zoom out a little bit here for you guys. Protein skimmer's been doing an awesome job. I think I have to clean that out like every couple days because I'm still overfeeding a little bit, just because I don't want the Nemos to fight. They still do fight a little bit. I think it's just almost impossible for you to keep them from picking at each other. And I think there's one in the back over here you guys can see. He's kind of just doing his own thing back there. And then one of these smaller guys, they're always getting picked on by the bigger ones. But until I see them actually fight, like go at each other's mouths and like actually hold on to each other, I'm not gonna take them out. There's some picking, but I don't think there's too much of it yet for me to really worry about something like that. Other than the two Neros that I got on that left side, what else have I done with the tank? Maybe something new in the cabinet, actually. I did get an X1 micro pump from Chemi, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But I got that because I do plan on dosing AutoAqua, which you guys can see here. I ordered that one just because you get a lot more bang for your buck if you mix it yourself versus buying the one that is already pre-mixed for you. I still haven't connected the micro pump with the solution for the AutoAqua because I'm looking for a container and I might keep it up here somewhere. I'm not sure still yet how that's all going to be laid out in here, but we shall see. I'm also contemplating getting a bigger ATO reservoir because the 10 gallons that I have right now on this right side kind of go by pretty quick. And by quick, I mean 6 days. And it's an 80 gallon, and I get it, water evaporates. But if I can find a 15 gallon ATO or like a 20 gallon ATO reservoir, I think I'd prefer that, just because I won't have to refill the container itself as frequent as I do now. Since I am overfeeding a little bit in the tank, I do plan on also dosing, Microbacter 7, just a little bit to help me from cleaning the glass so often and really just helping me get rid of some of that fish waste and or food that the fish are not getting to, and to help with some of the nutrient export via Microbacter 7. So I'm gonna give you guys a close-up of the anemones on how they look now. There's one there, which I think it's just always getting blown, but hey, I think he seems to like it because he hasn't moved. And then I have 4 on this rock. And just keep in mind how they look now. Shortly, I'm gonna show you guys a video of how they looked. They looked borderline dead the other day, and I thought they were dying. One thing that did happen is in this Nero 5 that I have on this side, a anemone actually got stuck to that little crate that I have in the back. And these are supposed to be anemone guards, right? Which I get it. They can only work so well. But an anemone that was actually positioned at the front of this rock in the bottom, he let go. His foot let go. And I don't know if it's because he ate too much or why he let go. Maybe he was on the move and the current picked him up, but he got sucked into that Nero 5. And what I had to do at that point is do a water change. I took the anemone out. I think it took me about 24 hours to actually find the anemone stuck to the side of the Nero, because it was on the opposite side, not like the front side, so I don't usually check that thing. And yeah, it was half shredded. And if you guys don't know, when anemones die in a tank and or get shredded, like the one like mine did, makes your tank super cloudy. The anemones release toxins, and everything in the tank could possibly die if you don't treat it. Aside from me doing the water change, I also added a bunch of carbon in a little filter bag, and I did have it here in the front, but I put it in that back middle chamber just so that it can still help clean some of this water, because it was cloudy, really cloudy. So yeah, I mean, I did a water change, added a bunch of carbon and some Fosguard in a little media bag, and everything seems to be fine. The anemones, the way they look now, is way better than what I'm going to show you here in a second. And I know I'm dragging this out, so I'm just going to show you the video clip here. As you guys can see, the anemone's like throwing up its innards. That one was the only one that seemed okay. The rest, these mouths are just completely open, as you guys can see there. It was crazy. That its mouth was fully wide open. The one top right, its mouth was open. It was super tiny. I guess it was just digesting the shrimp itself. All the ones on this rock, they're just so small. I think one had split, but I'm not sure. So yeah, guys, pretty intense, right? I mean, those anemones looked like they were going to die. And for the close-up on the first anemone, I think, in the video that I just showed you guys, it was actually shrimp just hanging out of its mouth. And at first when I saw it, I'm like, oh no, it's the anemone's innards and they're all coming out. But no, that one that looked like it was almost dying is this one. And he seems perfectly fine now. His mouth is fully closed. They are doing great. Like nothing happened. But yeah, a lot of these anemones, like you guys saw, had their mouths fully open. It was 2 days after I had fed them, and they just looked like they were not gonna make it. Part of it probably was because at the same time, like I said, one of my anemones did get stuck in the Nero 5, and maybe my quick action hopefully helped with the water change and the addition of the carbon itself. I'd like to think that it did something and that I helped these anemones come back to life. Like I said, I only lost that one that did get stuck, but the rest of them just looked completely bad. So yeah, that's what's kind of been going on with the tank itself. It's starting to look a lot better. I am going to add some more anemones. I have 9 in here now because I had 10 and one of them got shredded. So I will be adding more anemones here soon. Just kind of waiting for somebody to post a tank that has a bunch of anemones in it for sale, so that I can just go get all the anemones and bring them into my tank. But I do have a friend here, sells them for about 40 bucks a piece, which isn't that bad, but when you want to add like 10 of them, right? I mean, it adds up quickly. It's like 400 bucks. So I don't know if I want to do that yet. Might just hold off on a little bit, let the tank settle a little bit more, let the rock mature a little bit more, and just kind of let it do its thing. I don't want to add any other corals as of yet, but I do, like I said, want to do a little like mushroom garden here. I have a fire mushroom in that rock, but obviously he's hidden, so hopefully he keeps propagating on that one rock and it just looks like a huge fire mushroom rock. That'd be awesome. Yeah, guys, let me know if you guys have any questions, but thought I'd give you guys an update on what's been going on with the SR-80. It's been kind of crazy and hectic. I feel like I'm down here almost every day, just either counting the clownfish to make sure that there's still 10 and or feeding them right. I mean, like I said, I feed them a lot. I'll let you guys go. Check out my other videos. Like, comment, subscribe. CoReefing out.